Okay, so my name is Julia Cottle, and I'm here at Tombstone Territorial Park as the artist in residence for 2 weeks. The residency is being put on by Yukon Parks, Friends of Dempster Highway, and the Yukon Arts Center. And the grounds are the Territorial Park is co-managed by Yukon Parks and the Tron-Dek-Gwechen First Nations. There's lichen everywhere. On every path you go or every little space you find some lichen, and that's really been amazing because that's the focus of my work here, is working to capture the lichen, and I'm using some different fiber techniques, mainly rug hooking, and a punch needle version of rug hooking. Yeah, it's been a really fantastic time. On the grounds, learning from the interpretive guides here, learning from just spending time on the land and seeing how the lichen changes. Lichen is a really interesting subject matter to use because of the symbiotic relationship between the fungi and the algae. And they're quite spectacular and robust because we see them kind of globally around the world, over 14 to 20,000 different species, depending on what resources that you're reading. But I'm also taking a look at it from a perspective of the relationship between art and science. And so I'm taking a look and spending my time here and considering the tools that I learned in my science background of observation and applying it here in my background or in my time looking at the lichen and capturing the different colors and textures and abundance, the relationship that they have with each other. Lichen itself is such an important component of our ecosystem, not only important as a food source for our northern caribou populations, but also really important as this light color reflects the sun and helps to maintain the appropriate temperature of the ground. Also a phenomenal indicator of air quality. So there's been a lot of fun events over the 2-week period. And one of them is that we've been doing some lichen walks where folks from the campground can join in, and an interpreter, Lexi, who's really knowledgeable about lichen and kind of walks us through and lets us take a pause and look at all the different lichen, provide us some names and some context, provide us some history of the lichen and the area at the same time. Then later today we'll have a workshop where I'll work with some folks and provide them an opportunity to try out some rug hooking skills and hopefully leveraging some of the observations they made while they were on that walk. So what colors were there? What did it feel like? How kind of cloud-like were some of them versus how kind of close and tight to the ground or the rock were some of the other ones? And seeing if they can use the punch needle to get some of those textures and colors kind of out as well. Is that part of what got me into it is that I love textiles. I love the work that people do to create beautiful dyes on their yarn, and love the work. It brings such warmth into homes and spaces, and you always kind of have an interactive moment with textile-based work because there is a touch and a feel component to it that I love. And I've tried a whole bunch of other ones, but this one gets you to a point where you're able to paint with wool, which I find quite exciting. It's a really simple technique. It's been really special to be here and to be able to go and kind of every morning take my workout on the trails and just sit there kind of peacefully and do it, and also over the full 2 weeks seeing how maybe the same spot has changed, whether in the morning or the evening or whether it's sunny or rainy, and seeing that change happen. It is a wonderful experience, and I think even just thinking about it, I can't not smile. It brings a lot. I think I spent the first few mornings out there on my own. It's a sense of peacefulness and also just privilege to be able to experience this landscape.